Good afternoon. It's a Saturday, a matinee matchup here. Walden Grove, the Red Wolves of Walden Grove, taking on the Bobcats of Cienega High School. Jason Miller along with Stetson Milligan for round two. Stets, it's great to see you again.
Oh yeah, I love to be here.
Oh, and we were commenting about this pre-match. When's the last time that we played on a Saturday?
I don't know, but I was saying that it felt like a playoff game. We never play on Saturdays, so it's great to be out here, and the weather's nice, and it's always a great day to play football.
Absolutely. Perfect weather. I think temperature here, dipping right about into 60 degrees on a Saturday, the 18th of December, a week away from Christmas. So we'll put it out there early. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Feliz Navidad to everybody tuning in today for next week. And best of luck to both programs. Walden Grove, they are playoff tested. So this is a team that played in the state championship match last year. They fell to South Point Catholic, a very dynamic, stacked South Point Catholic team under Wolfgang Weber, the legendary coach at South Point. That was 5-0. But this is a team that's lost a couple of their seniors from last year, of course. We always see this happening in programs, but they are replenished. They have a lot of talent on that roster. Head coach Ryan Atkinson is an excellent coach in his 9th season here at Walden Grove, so we're expecting a really spirited match here today, Stetson.
Yes, you should be looking at the attackers on both sides. Walden Grove and their captain, number 7, Joseph Miranda, leading the way, and Cienega has their captain, Josh Flanagan, leading the way. So you should expect to see a lot of goals, and yeah.
And plenty of star power. We're expecting a lot of precision here. Football played at the highest level, precise passes, really clean soccer. And again, I'm just kind of delighted to be here, I have to admit. So a lot of stress for me the last week, Stetson, getting those grades entered, final exams recorded, and making sure that all the grades have been completed. So we had a deadline of 4 o'clock yesterday, and I feel very relaxed today.
Yeah, as you should. You're watching football, commentating with me, and we've been looking forward to it since last game, and yeah, that's what brings us joy, so I'm glad to be here.
And I brought the munchkins here, so I got Adriel and Isla Miller, my two Smurfs from Esmond Station, so 5th and 4th graders. It's great talking to the coaches pre-match, so I talked to Coach Atkinson and to Coach Aros, both Coach Aroses, Mark Aros and the assistant Aaron Aros, who was a great player here, a great kicker at Cienega as well. And I think I've got my kiddos maybe linked up for maybe a little soccer tryout on Monday night, so
okay.
Get them right back into the mix. When COVID hit, we took them out of everything. And now we're getting them back in. We want to get them back into everything. So super active, even though Isla's saying no. But you're going there too Monday night. So let's find your cleats and let's get ready to go on Monday nights. J.C. Velasco, the keeper for the Cats today. So getting a start in the nets, a senior.
Yeah,
He's 0-0.
A keeper change from the game on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
We had Dave Garcia in goal, and now it's J.C. Velasco. I think it's J.C. Velasco's first year playing at Cienega High School. And, yeah, glad to see him get the start in a big game like this.
Now, did he transfer from a different school?
No, I think he's been at Cienega, but I'm not sure that he's played soccer before. But obviously he's doing something correct, starting goal as a senior. And
I think he played the second half at Casa Grande, so that was a decision that the Cats took 4-0 in their second game. So the Cats are 2-1. They lost to South Point 4-0 in their season opener. They went to Casa Grande, beat them 4-0. We saw them at home here against Ironwood Ridge on Tuesday night, and they beat them 3-0. So the Cats here with a strong start to open up this 2021 season for them going into 2022. And of course, their aspirations are to be in the playoffs in February and make a run. There's Ethan Brown, a speedster, one of those cross-country kiddos, and Aaron Hernandez here running onto the ball with some great effort and energy just to try to force the issue, and it's going to be a throw-in here for Walden Grove.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because all 5A soccer teams, they're all at a pretty even level, and there's always that one South Point Lancer team that's always pretty good, and so when you get to play other teams in the region that you know you're the same level against, any team can beat any team on any given day, and that's why I love to see a game like this, because Cienega versus Walden, you can't really make a prediction. It's very evenly matched up, and yeah, as you get a look at Josh Flanagan here.
Oh, he's looking to get off. A nice little pass there to the outside. Aaron Hernandez now plays it back. Little chip forward. And now maybe Walden Grove on a counter. Number 7, Joseph Miranda. out in space. Good job there defensively by Cienega's Nathaniel Scales. Scales impressed me on Tuesday night too, Stetson. Some players just kind of stand out, and I think he was one of those guys who stood out on the field for me on Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking about the center back matchup, or the center back duo, Nico and Nathaniel Scales, and I said they've been playing together for a while, and you can tell their chemistry's there. They both stood out against Ironwood, and we'll see how they do today, because Walden Grove's definitely going to be more dangerous on the counterattack, and they're definitely going to be tested. So we're going to see again if they're up to it. And having Joseph Miranda lead the Walden Grove, you're definitely going to get a look at speed and technical abilities. It's like Josh Flanagan on Cienega. He's definitely going to run at them.
So just another kind of like a counterpart there. Similar skill sets. We see the super speed, and again that nifty dribbling and the ability to, I'm sure, with both right and left feet. Here's a chance here for Flanagan now, running onto it. Good job there by the defender to just kind of kick that one away. Joseph Atule on defense. And now Atule controlling, and he got shoved by behind. That should be a call. I'm surprised there was nothing there. He got shoved with two hands. And Atule is pleading his case to the official. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I definitely saw that, and he's for sure pleading his case. He's looking around at the officials saying, what, that's no foul?
Two-hand push from behind. So we'll see. And here's Miranda in space. Had it taken away there defensively. And now again, Walden Grove on a little, trying to mount something here. A bit of clustering there. It's a little bit of a traffic jam there around the 25-yard line.
Nathaniel Scales is running all over the place trying to get back into position after he got drawn out.
And I would wonder too, Stetson, about playing at noon on a Saturday. Like the kids may be training occasionally on a Saturday at this time, but it's a bit of an early start time for them, so maybe some cobwebs here. You see Ethan Brown making a run here, number 6, trying to center with his left, and just a little bit off there with the left foot.
He did well getting down the sideline. The final piece wasn't there, but as you see, he's getting at their outside backs. Maybe that's a spot to get after. Looking at the midfields, they're both very compact. They're not taking very many risks right now, and as the game goes on, I'm excited to see how they change with that, because in the Ironwood game, Cienega started compact, and then as they got goals and as they got into the second half, they started to become a bit more spaced out.
Here's Flanagan with a chance here now. Josh Flanagan off the keeper. Dazzling. he's electric, Stetson.
Just yeah, you already know when he gets the ball, when he gets in the goal like that, you already know what he's gonna do. And wow, he's just absolutely scoring goals. He's on a streak right now.
So let's see here. He's got 6 now on the season. So a hat trick against Casa Grande, 2 against Ironwood Ridge, and 1 here early against Walden Grove to put the Cats up 1-0 in minute number 6. But I hold my breath every time he gets the ball in space. I stop because I have to watch and see what he can do, because he could do anything really at any given point in time.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. You're watching and you don't hear anything from us. We're both just completely silent, because it's like we just want to watch more than talk about it.
Here's Miranda in space. And we'll see what the call is here.
It's a penalty.
Might be a foul, and it might be a PK here for Joseph Miranda, the junior.
Yeah, I talked about it at the beginning of the game. He's dangerous. And anytime he's going to get into that box and he feels a little push, he's going to try and get the foul called, and he did. A good test up for J.C. Velasco here.
Yeah, right off the bat. Joseph Miranda, the junior, number 7, on the penalty kick here. Foul in the box. So J.C. Velasco, the senior goalkeeper, ready. Oh, there's a save. Oh, a follow-up save. So point blank, J.C. Velasco with a save, and then trying to follow up the rebound, but I guess the ball is dead at that point. But peppered there And with 2 blasts at point-blank range, and we got a yellow card here going against, I think, one of the Bobcats.
So if I'm not wrong, I think, I'm not sure what happened there, but Avon Aikens got a yellow card, but as to what the referee's calling, I'm not sure. I think it's because J.C. Velasco stepped a bit off his line, and so Joseph Miranda's going to get another take at it. Joseph doesn't even know he's going to get another take at it, but yeah, I think the referee's talking to J.C. about his feet did come off the line, and so Joseph is going to get another shot at it.
It's tough. We got a lot of head shaking up here. So you saw it. And I would imagine that Miranda's going to go left or right. He's not going to blast one in the center again.
Yeah, it's real unlucky because those are a couple of 2 big saves there.
Right. And Miranda here puts that one into the right side for a goal. So minute 7 here on the penalty kick by Joseph Miranda, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, if you're JC there, there's not much you can do. You made the first save, you made the second save, and then it gets called back, and it's 1-1 here with 32 minutes left.
And probably an adrenaline spike for him. Right?
Yeah.
If we had a monitor attached to him, the heart monitor, I'm sure it spiked there on save 1, and especially for the second one, which was even higher velocity, even point blank range. So 2 early saves there. But again, the call we think is coming off his line there. So Miranda puts the PK in, and now we're tied at 1.
Yeah, so if you watch soccer at the highest level, the referees are always looking at that to make sure the keepers don't take their feet off the line when the shot is taken.
Here's Miranda again, crafty in space. Lost it. Nathaniel Scales here surveying the defense. Nice little nifty move here, making a little bit of a run down the line. And then trying to connect with one of his forwards, Jacob Westbury, but off the defender. And a little bit of feeling out. Like, do we see a little bit of feeling out with teams in the opening parts of matches, kind of in the midfield?
Yeah, of course. I was talking about it earlier. They're going to be real compact at first. They don't want to take too many chances. And on both sides, they don't want to take too many chances. And like I said, as the game goes on, you're going to see how the other team plays and what their style is. So you'll see more spots to exploit.
Really quickly, starters. So for the Bobcats, we already talked about J.C. Velasco, the senior goalkeeper. Logan Moore, number 2. Number 6, Ethan Brown at defense. Number 10, Josh Flanagan up top for the Cats. Nathaniel Scales back there defensively. Number 14, Arturo Llamas, number 15 at the midfield. And a chance here for Walden Grove in some traffic. And a good clearance. Back out here to Joseph Miranda around the 15. You see that nifty footwork here. Stop and go, hesitation. Really in full, complete control of his body as he's meandering through and sifting his way through the defense. And Miranda here with a nice center, and J.C. Velasco is on that one, but Miranda stepped out of bounds. Rest of the starters for the Cats, number 17, Aaron Hernandez is the senior midfielder. Number 19, Jacob Westbury, junior striker up top, the very top of the formation. Dylan Brown, number 21, a junior at defense. Number 22, Nico Montoya, Nico with a K, the senior on defense, and then Avon Aikens, the sophomore at midfield, number 26, who had a yellow card in minute number 7. We're not sure what the yellow was for exactly. And then I'll tell you Walden Grove starters here in just a minute. Well, I guess I'll tell you now. So number 2 is the senior defender, Alec Gomez. Number 3 up top is the senior striker, Sean Dubois. Number 6, Joseph Atuli at defense there, the junior. Number 7, Joseph Miranda, who scored Walden Grove's goal, is the captain, number 7, a junior. Number 9, Sergio Castaneda, a junior midfielder. Number 11, the senior midfielder, Ruben Pena. Number 15, Daniel Aguirre, junior midfielder. Number 18, Leo Morales, sophomore defender. Number 19, Arturo Aguirre, junior defender. Number 21, the goalkeeper, the sophomore, Alonso Duran. And number 23, junior midfielder Jared Garcia, again coached by Ryan Atkinson, the Red Wolves of Walden Grove. And we're tied at 1 in minute number 11 of action. I guess we're in minute 10. My math's always off here, so it's weird. Stetson, the scoreboard counts down at high school from 40 down. So I'm always trying to subtract from 40 to figure out what minute that we're actually in.
It's very different because after watching soccer on TV all the time.
Yes.
You just look at it and it's counting up. That's how it normally is.
Yes. I don't think the clocks are calibrated to count up.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the capability. Here's Joseph Miranda now in the corner, centering, and it's going to be a corner kick.
But yeah, it's very American. If you go to Europe, you're definitely not going to see that. But it's just what we have to work with, and no matter up or down, it's still the same amount of time.
And a little feed here to Miranda, working along the end line. Josh Flanagan defensively on him.
Yeah, that was well done by Josh Flanagan. That's the matchup you're going to be looking at. Joseph and Josh, and Josh got the win on that one, but you see them go short. We'll see if they put the ball in this time.
And we know that Josh Flanagan plays for the Vale Soccer Club. And there's a good clearance there by Josh. Maybe a chance for a counter here by Cienega. And just booted. A really high lofting shot. And I think we have an offsides against Walden Grove.
So, yeah, Josh plays for Vale Soccer Club. And
who does Joseph Miranda play for?
Joseph Miranda plays for RSL Arizona. It's another high-quality Tucson soccer club. And, yeah, it's weird because there's players on both teams that play club soccer, and then there's players on both teams that take a break for soccer most of the year and then come and play high school soccer, and they're just as good as the people who play club soccer. So
I think it wasn't an offsides. There's a player from Walden Grove who appears to be a little bit shaken up. And I didn't see it. I didn't really see the contact that happened there. And I'm having a tough time reading that number across the way. Is that 11? 8? We'll try to identify that player. So he's being attended to on the bench on the far side. Joe Islas is the trainer from Cienega High School. She was dressed up yesterday on a Thursday, or maybe a Friday. I guess I'm thinking a Thursday night for basketball. The days just kind of blend together. Promising chance. Nice job of the keeper coming off of his line there to snare that one. It's Alonzo Duran, the sophomore. And booming a punt here all the way to the 40-yard line. So plenty of distance on that. And then Arturo Llamas there, a nice little nifty move to win that ball. Josh Flanagan in space, plays to the center. And we're going to have a foul here against the Walden Grove defender, 23. That's Jared Garcia, who's also a captain here today for the Red Wolves.
Westbury getting a foul there. And he's the 9th, but he's dropping a bit more in to get touches on the ball and to get Cienega a bit more possession. Because Mark Garros wants him to stay high, as we learned before the game, but Jacob wants to get touches on the ball, so he dropped in a bit there, and as you see, he drew the foul. And if we had a possession tracker, I think it would be pretty even, cut down the middle.
Yep, I agree. Not like Tuesday where Cienega dominated possession. You know, maybe 80% of the time it seemed like they had possession. And you're right, it's much more balanced today. We expected a tough match between two high-class programs here, and living up to what we expected early. Again, perfect weather. The puffer jacket's off, Stetson. The scarf is off. I brought a beanie. Don't need that today. No glasses, sunglasses, all match long. So I just got my long sleeve, my favorite long sleeve black Cienega shirt, which is my favorite shirt, I think, in my entire wardrobe. Mrs. Miller knows it gets a lot of play. This shirt could probably walk its way, drive a car all the way down here by itself. It's just used to the routine. So
and the hat.
Yeah, the hat, of course.
That
Brooklyn Dodgers hat gets a lot of play. I think I've worn it like 363 days out of this year. So, yep. I have 2 wish list items for Christmas. So, if anybody's listening, another Brooklyn Dodgers hat, and then also my Jalen Hurts long sleeve Philadelphia Eagles t-shirt. Those are the only 2 things I wanted for Christmas. So, I'm hoping to get one, both, or 2 of those things would be great. So. But that's just for Mrs. Miller. So
do you think it's a bit of a luck thing, or do you just love to wear those items?
I just, once I started, I was like, oh, it looks nice. Nobody gets offended seeing a Brooklyn Dodgers hat. Now, if I wore a New York Yankees hat, people might be taken aback by it, right?
Yeah.
It triggers people. So it's like seeing, the Dallas Cowboys or.
Yeah, there's certain professional teams in any sport that just.
They trigger people.
Something about it just sets people off, and
And if I had an LA Dodger hat, that could trigger people. But the Brooklyn, that doesn't trigger anybody.
Yeah, no.
Because they're out of Brooklyn.
I'm wearing a Diamondback hat, and
Nice.
it's a little bit neutral. I'm not a baseball fan, but
With butterflies on it too.
hey, it's a bit of a style.
I like it.
Style statement, huh?
I like it. You see all these hats now that have different little adornments on them, flowers or butterflies or, old World Series years. Cats here on the corner kick. Went through everybody. And here's a little shot there from Ethan Brown from outside. Just a volley from about 20 yards out. So a good job to get a touch on that one, but it went through probably 4 sets of legs there through the center.
Yeah, for the last 5 minutes, it's all been in Walden Grove's half. Cienega's done a good job of stepping up and keeping them compact. Anytime Walden gets a chance on the ball, they've stepped up and they've kept the pressure on Walden. So
I think both managers too, right? The coaches from both teams, very cool and poised. Nice little attempt there to feed that one through the middle. That little needling pass at the middle. What do you call that? That pass?
It's a through ball.
It's a through ball at the center.
A split pass. When you're playing the ball between 2 defenders, it's either a through ball or we call it a split. And yeah, you basically just split the defenders.
And as a striker, I bet you salivate when you see those passes come.
Yeah.
The perfect pass coming through that you could run onto.
That's all you're waiting for. You're moving all game, and then when you finally get that ball, it's like, okay, it's my time to shine now. But the center backs for Cienega have not been tested much, as I thought they would. Walden's had 1 or 2 chances.
Here's Joseph Miranda, a little ambitious on that one, and he just blasts it about 30 yards beyond the goal. It's going to go all the way back to the back fence by the scoreboard. But he was trying to uncork, and that's it within his striking distance, certainly.
Yeah, you know where the ball's gonna where the ball's gonna end up usually when Walden's attacking, and that's their main man. That's who they're gonna feed to and lead the way.
And Cienega's counterpart is number 10, Josh Flanagan. So similarly constructed, like we expect the ball to be at their feet most of the time. You're trying to connect with them and feed them so they can, so talented, do what they do and put great pressure on the defense. Logan Moore to the outside to Aaron Hernandez. Enrique Muro has subbed into the game for the Cats, number 7. He's got the ball at his feet right now. Oh, dangerous little needling pass there into the center. Hernandez with a shot and a goal. So there's a great feed by Enrique Muro. And there's Aaron Hernandez with goal number 2.
So last game, if anyone was watching after the game, I interviewed Aaron Hernandez, and that just makes me think. I talked to him about his goal, and he's like, he was telling me that he only scores 1 goal a season, and there was his goal, and he was all excited about it, and then boom, he has a new role on the team this year, obviously, and it's his 2nd goal of the year, and it was a nice finish.
And a great feed by Enrique Muro, who just found him and just put a nice little centering pass there. And a good job by Aaron to settle it and get that shot and uncork it very quickly. So I did notice that too. He's like, well, I guess that's my goal for the season. No, you're going to get a lot more goals this season. Let's see if you can get into double digits. So his 2nd goal of the season. And again, a nice feed by Enrique Muro. And the Cats here reclaiming the lead 2-1 in minute number 18 of action.
So as we talked about before the game, there's a few key players on each team, and Josh and Aaron Hernandez stepping up again for the Bobcats, just as Miranda stepping up for Walden Grove. And the possession has leaned towards Cienega for the past few minutes, and I think that's why they got the goal. They were putting the pressure on Walden and finding through balls like we talked about.
But they're really connecting, and we see it right now from the back line to the midfield and now working forward here. Just a string of passes, just connecting the dots. Good center. Dangerous. Good attempt there on the far side. Was that Scales with the right foot? Oh, no. Is that 20? It's number 20 is Liam Odell. So Odell is a freshman. Reminds me of you a little bit, Stetson. Not exactly the platinum blonde that you are, if that's the right hair color. But he's a dynamic freshman, and you were a sensation here when you were a freshman 4 years ago as well. So
yeah, of course, the emotions and the nerves are probably running high for him. But you know, if you're playing on on this field with a bunch of people that are 4 years older than you, you know you're doing something right. So might as well play your game and just do what you can do. And he's been standing out.
I'm sure your perspective has changed significantly from freshman year to senior year.
Yeah, I was a little kid playing with a bunch of grown men. Yeah.
Yes.
And so I held my own, but at the same time, you know that if you mess up, you're definitely going to be getting a word from the older guys. That's just how it is. If you're going to start and play at this level, you got to keep your own, and Liam's been doing that. So
I would imagine too that, you know, as a freshman, just kind of cutting loose and feeling pretty relaxed about everything. Although maybe there's more pressure because you're like, oh, I'm a freshman here at the varsity level. Now I'm playing with the big boys. So I would bet it's a mix of both those kind of elements for you.
yeah, as time goes on, you gain the.
Oh, here's a dangerous chance. Joseph Miranda in space on a breakaway, and there's a goal by Miranda. Velasco off his line. Tried to get there, but just a step behind. And Joseph Miranda here, the equalizer, in minute number 21 of action. So 2-2. If you like scores, we've got plenty of them here. And plenty of time left in the first half.
Yeah, you get a great glance at Joseph Miranda's technical ability there. He shook off 2 defenders, and then he had the ability to just tap it in. And yeah, that was well done by Joseph Miranda.
So a pair for Miranda, number 7. Dynamite scorer, just a junior at midfield. And now Walden Grove feeling it. Miranda again in space, far side of the field. Very nettlesome, very troublesome here for the Bobcat on defense. We see him very actively here, being involved in all aspects of the attack for Walden Grove. Bobcats here, maybe a chance to resettle and potentially counter back.
But as before, I was saying that Joseph Miranda is the main point of their attack, and I think that ball came from the center back of Walden Grove, and that's where you saw a little glimpse at the lack of communication between Nico and Scales, because I've said before that they both have great chemistry, but their ability to talk to each other is lacking.
So actual verbalization,
yes.
like just talking out loud.
Yeah,
like,
because
hey, drop back, or come over here, or help with this.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Because if they just simply, if Nico says simply to Nathaniel, hey man, on your back, Joseph, like he's right there, then he knows, and you could get in a bit more position. But
yes.
You could, last game you could definitely hear every word off the pitch. There wasn't as many people here.
Right.
And you could hear there was no communication, and so
you're not hearing them vocally today yet, to this point at least. All right, Cats in midfield. Yamas to the near side to Liam Odell. Odell weaving his way through. Back to Logan Moore. Now back to Liam Odell. Here's Ethan Brown trying to center it in here with his left foot. Odell with a blast off of a Walden Grove defender point blank. That was Arturo Aguirre, who took that. Now here's a chip by Nico Montoya, and coming off nicely, Alonso Duran, the goalkeeper. And then a good takeaway here by Aaron Hernandez. A little hesitation. Now the center. Oh, a beautiful center. And a great leap there off the header, but just wide left near side.
Yeah, Avon Aikens almost had his first goal of the season there. I'm quite honestly confused on how he missed it. It was right there, like anything, just blow on it.
So what a perfect feed there by Hernandez. And it was just in front of the frame.
Yeah, he knows he should have done better. Second after he missed it, he put his hands on his head like, oh my word, what did I do?
He could have breathed on that one and pushed it in with his breath, right? All right, Miranda now in space for Walden Grove. Had some excellent chances here, and we're tied at 2. Minute number 24 of action in the first half from Cienega. Nice little poach there defensively, and a chip here.
Yeah, you can imagine the guys on the pitch are going to get tired more quick today because it's going from one end to the other constantly because both teams are playing evenly. Their possession is even, their counterattacks are even, and I wouldn't be surprised at minute 60 people will start cramping up and because of how the transitions are being
and how toughly contested every ball, every possession is, right? The work rate from every player on the field has to be higher level.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sure hydration's a factor as well. Plus, from the daytime, right? A little bit warmer than normal at night. Sean Dubois here, the striker from Walden Grove. Off his feet, it'll be a goal kick for Cienega.
One of the things I love about playing here is this. I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's a train in the background, and I don't know how often it comes by, but
I love it. It's all part of it.
Yeah.
I love seeing the trains roll through here. I could watch trains all day.
I love the train until I'm on the way to school, and
you get snagged
and
at one of those stoplights.
Then you get a
10-minute delay, maybe 15-minute delay, especially if you're running late for zero-hour class, which could happen from time to time. As long as you get here on time, that's the important thing. I like to look at the graffiti on the train cars, but I don't see any of those being tagged. And I won't even call tagging is not graffiti. Graffiti I consider as an art form. Tagging is just, you know, vandalism.
Yeah.
So I'll differentiate between graffiti, which I consider as art, and tagging, which is just ridiculous. So let me throw this out there too. If you guys, I've noticed that the bathrooms at Cienega, I use the 400 boys bathroom all the time. Please stop tagging the bathrooms. Like, please don't. Putting your tag on a stall doesn't really give you ownership or possession of that space. It just defaces the common space that we're all using. So just be better. And, you know, we have people who are working so hard. Our custodial staff are terrific. Like, they have enough hard work to do without cleaning up extra messes that you guys create. So just be mindful of that. I'll just put a little note of encouragement out there just to be a little bit better. Pick up your trash, recycle recyclables, and stop tagging. A little spill on the far side. Looks like the Walden Grove player lost his footing. That'll be a throw in here, or a kick. So a direct kick here for Walden Grove.
Yeah, you can tell in the high level games that there's less subs. There's been very few changes on both ends and it's because when you're trying to get a rhythm and the rhythm is working, you don't want to touch it. You don't want to play with something that's not broken, and so you'll start to see more subs in the second half, but I wouldn't be surprised for the remainder 12 minutes. The coaches just leave it the same and get a feel for how the game's going.
No, it's interesting. That's a great insight. And again, you can see like how just cool that both of the coaches, Mark Aros from Cienega and Ryan Atkinson from Walden Grove, I don't think they've left their perches. They've been kind of perched on their bench. Atkinson's on the top of the bench on the far side where he was pre-match. I sat top of the bench just with him to go through name pronunciations. There was one slight change on his starting lineup before today, and they're just poised and under control. They're letting their players out there. They know what they have to do, and if they have to make an adjustment, I'm sure they'll make those adjustments. But very high level, and two high caliber, not just coaches tactically, but I would say as well leaders of young men and boys. You know, with Mr. Aros going down. And Atkinson coaches, I didn't realize this, he coaches the Southern Arizona Cardinals, the girls U18. So there are 4 cats from the Cienega girls team who are on that program: Deja White, Kaylin White, Zoe Cristofaro, and Adriana Pacheco. Yep. And those are 4 sterling players for the girls.
Yeah, those girls have been playing together for years now, and I think that's been the manager of their team for years now as well. It's a good service.
Oh, nice header. So a good deflection there by Hernandez. And it trickles out, and it hits the corner flag. So I think that'll be a goal kick here for Walden Grove.
But like I was saying, yeah, those girls have been playing with him for a while now, and from what they've done, I don't know all of them personally, but from their social medias, they've definitely done well. They've won a few tournaments, and they seem to be enjoying the way he coaches and the way their team has been because they've been together for so long.
Yeah, they have a great coach. So I'll thank Ryan Atkinson for his work with those girls that play for Cienega as well, because that is a major contribution. There's no doubt about it. Counterattack here for Walden. There's that through ball. Nice job there defensively by Cienega's Abram Dillings to clear that one away. And the minute number 29 of action.
But yeah, talk about the managers again. That they're very composed, and you're talking about how these guys aren't just coaches. They're trying to get these guys to just be better people and better players. Here you're gonna get a look at Avon Akins playing.
Akins and Flanagan trying to connect. There's a shot from outside and handled and saved by Alonso Duran. I think the shot was by Enrique Muro. So Muro had a beautiful feed on an assist to Aaron Hernandez in minute number 18. The scoring summary, it was Josh Flanagan in minute number 6. And then Walden Grove's Joseph Miranda a minute later in the 7th minute on a penalty kick to deadlock the score at 1. Aaron Hernandez in minute 18 from Enrique Muro, and the 21st minute Joseph Miranda. Here's a run on here for Avon Akins.
There's a lot of time and space.
Plenty of time and space. A little bit quick there in that center. Flanagan waiting for it. Now we're compacted there in the center. It's a little bit of a traffic jam. Ethan Brown now with some space. Back to Flanagan. Josh will serve one. Oh, there's a deadly look.
You thought that one was going in for sure. Oh, from my angle, that looked like it was.
That was a bullet.
That was bending in. Oh, my word, Flanagan.
Tough to tell how wide that went, but, boy, it was a promising shot.
And if we wouldn't expect that to go in, but from the goals last game and the game before that, you're just looking for that one to go in.
Now, Aaron Hernandez is coming off of the field.
Might be a little blood or something.
I was going to say a cut, right? So, which is a good point. Josh Flanagan had a cut, I think, over his right, was it his right knee or his left knee?
Yeah, one of the knees. I know he was talking
left
about scab opening up or something.
And that cut, that will never heal, I don't think. I mean, unless he's not playing anything for the next 2 weeks, which is unlikely. Like, they're still going to be practicing. And I know they probably have matches. Or they're playing in a winter tournament. It's like they're going to have matches. So that cut may never heal this season.
Yeah, I think.
Centered. Nice job there by JC to scoop that one off the carpet.
I think the showcase they're playing in is the Walden Grove tournament, actually. I think it's coming up during this break. And
nice.
Because usually Cienega plays in the Brandon Bean before.
Right.
Like, before season starts.
And they didn't this season, did they? The boys?
Yes, the boys or the girls. So
neither the boys or girls.
It was a bit different because.
And I understand the at least talking to Tony Torres, his philosophy was these girls aren't ready. They just played like in their clubs. They just finished like a couple of tournaments. So he's like they need to rest, and he's been doing a great job of resting his players and getting a lot of those athletes some participation and some experience. But he's really doing a good job of I think workload management with them. With the bigger picture in mind, they want to be playing in February, and their aspirations are to play for the title.
Yeah, exactly. It's always been a bit of a problem, the stress on the body, because soccer in general is just a sport where your body's going to go through it. And when you're going directly from club soccer to high school soccer with no break, the odds of picking up an injury is way more likely because the stress on your body. And so I think that's a great decision by Tony Torres because he's never done that before. And we also haven't won a state title in a while. So I think if the girls do win a state title and they're looking like they could be a state title winner, that could be a factor.
They're a contender. I would say that they're an absolute contender. We have high hopes for them. This should be a corner kick for Cienega as that ball was struck off of a Red Wolf defender from Walden Grove. And Enrique Muro is going to be taking that corner kick here for Cienega. And then refresh my memory, the player who was injured last game, was that Jordan Johnson Moreno, number 11?
Yeah, Jordan Johnson Moreno.
So we know he was concussed, right? We can verify and confirm that. So I doubt he's active for today.
I was taking a look back at that, and it looked worse
Students showed me that.
Second time around.
It may have been you on your. It was probably you on your phone. Somebody
Oh.
showed me that highlight again, and watching it in slow motion. But that was a really, and I think it was a nasty foul from 15 from Ironwood Ridge.
So our prayers go out to him, and
Yep.
hope to have a quick recovery.
Yeah, speedy recovery for sure, and get him back out here. Did a great job, but that was a really nasty fall that he took. Here's Flanagan with the left. Oh, what a shot, and a good save there by Alonzo Duran. So there's Flanagan with the left foot from about 30 yards out. Another promising strike.
Yeah, you see the power on both feet. You're getting a great look at. Just a few minutes ago, Josh absolutely smashed one with his right, and then he's now doing the exact same with his left. So he's a very balanced out player. And I asked him last game if he had any plans after high school, and his answer was he's just going to play as long as he can, where he can. And ooh, I'm excited to see where he goes.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
He's very much developed over the last 4 years.
Just certainly, we're seeing the fruition of all that hard work here. Years, right?
Yeah.
In the process. Constant growth and development. Got a couple of Red Wolves there kind of fighting over the ball themselves. Now Jared Garcia running onto it. Nice little nifty move. And a shot, but it's wide. May have been played off of a Bobcat player, so it's going to be a corner kick here for Walden Grove. Sergio Castaneda, number 9. Looks like he'll be taking that one. Sergio's a junior. And Stetz, I would guess that playing in the daytime might kindle some old memories of youth soccer for these kids, right? Because that's where everybody starts. Is Saturday soccer where it's kickball basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's just fun soccer usually when you're little, and I bet you these guys are enjoying it a lot because you don't get to do this often, and so might as well take the opportunity in and just enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it was a special opportunity. As soon as I heard from Aaron Aros, the assistant coach, as I was walking down there for post-game interviews on Tuesday, he's like, our next match is Saturday. We're playing Walden Grove. Saturday? Yeah, at 12 noon. 12 noon? So my ears instantly perked up there. I looked up to Nick Irvin, and I was like, Saturday? Like, I know we said we weren't going to do anything over break, but
we had to be here.
How about one more event, and then we'll take a 2-week break and do nothing for 2 weeks.
But, yeah, just a lot of these guys aren't going to get to play soccer for forever, and so I bet you they're taking it in much more than they usually do, because they know their time's coming to an end, and so this is what you kind of look forward to all year, and when it comes, they're probably enjoying it a lot. But
and then you have the rest of Saturday to just do whatever you feel.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe go to Winter Haven tonight or some Christmassy.
Might play Fortnite. Might play Fortnite for 4 hours straight. Yeah, Winter Haven's a good call.
That's what the world has come to.
I used to work, so when I worked in radio, this is like 20 years ago, so our cluster of stations were right on Country Club, just north of Fort Lowell. So when I worked at Journal Broadcast Group for, I don't know, the 5 or 6 years I was there, I couldn't stand Winter Haven because people would park in our parking lot.
Yeah.
And you'd have to deal with all that traffic constantly. But it's a beautiful event. It's a wonderful community. You probably don't know this, but Winter Haven, they're grandfathered in. So if you live in Winter Haven, you get free water. Free
Really?
water, yes. You have no water bill. So that's why all those lawns in there are pristine. So it's on one level, it's awful because there's no water conservation.
Yeah.
But if you live there, I'm sure it's great because you have the immaculate lawns in your neighborhood. But yeah, that's a fact.
For me, I'd want to look into living there. I love Christmas and free
Good luck.
water bill.
Yeah, instantly that neighborhood, the price range is higher.
Absolutely.
Because it's a select little niche that they have there, and those property values will always retain their value because of its being Winter Haven.
But yeah, the people living there are probably diehard Christmas fans.
Right.
So,
have you been to Winter Haven recently?
Not recently, because last year there was COVID, and then, yeah, I haven't been in a while, but I think we're going. Here's a good look for Walden Grove.
Yep, and they've got a direct kick here, so the Cats have a wall set up 10 yards away. Here's a shot. And J.C. Velasco has been dynamite here in goalkeeper. He also had 2 saves on the penalty kick in the 7th minute, but called for coming off his line. So he's been really sharp here today. Great to see the senior. Nice punt there.
Yeah, so you got to look at the double save on the PK and then got a bit unlucky there. And then on the second goal, there wasn't much he could do. The center backs kind of, they put him under, and there was not much he can do, but when he's been tested, he's stepped up.
So minute 39, we've got 40 seconds on the clock here in the first half.
one last counter for Cienega to see if they could get a goal right before half.
Andrew Borchers, number 4.
It's a good ball.
Nice pass to the outside. Oh, good center. Flanagan had it deflected by the defender. Good job there by the defender, Alec Gomez. That was a promising look. Again, the feed was by Enrique Muro, who had a beautiful pass earlier on an assist.
Yeah, Gomez coming up there a bit shaken up because just put his body on the line, but he stopped the goal right before half, and that was well done. Josh definitely was seeing a second goal in his eyes right there. And
he's calling for a sub here, so and I think the official's doing a good job of not playing it to the letter.
Yeah.
I know there were 2 seconds left on the clock, but you know, it's halftime. Nothing's going to happen in 2 seconds. So you see Alec Gomez, the senior defender, number 2, who again put his body on the line there to thwart that chance by Josh Flanagan, and he's hobbling off. But at least he'll have 10 minutes here to try to work out the kinks, and we're hoping that he's able to return to start the second half. I would guess that he will.
Yeah, but after the second goal for Walden, it started to cool down for them, and Cienega had a bit more possession, and I think that both teams started to settle into the game. And yeah, Cienega had the ball mostly on Walden Grove's half the last 15 minutes, and you saw the last chance there for Cienega. That's how the last 15 minutes went, and yeah, I think it was good, perfect timing for both teams to get into the half and try and recoup.
Nice. I think it was great. I think it was like a cleanly played, obviously a very evenly balanced matchup. We expected that coming in this morning or this afternoon now. So I'm watching my girl do crazy cartwheels down there, and you know, she does like a spider walk. If you've ever seen a horror film, it's kind of like if you see like somebody on the ceiling, like just kind of like a spider. She does that.
Did you teach her that one, or?
No, that's all her. She's super athletic and nimble and agile. She's like a cat, and so she's down there with a group of friends, and she's teaching them how to do cartwheels, which is nice to see.
Yeah, I love to have the whole family here.
Yeah, it's good. So a little family. I tried to get Mrs. Miller out here, but she's wrapping up Christmas shopping. So she also showed me a meme, and it said something like, you know, what I got my husband for Christmas this year was all he has to do is show up Christmas morning. You don't have to do any shopping or do any of the Christmas holiday cards.
No Bobcat TV on Christmas morning, huh?
She did all that stuff. So no Bobcat TV. No, not for the next 2. After today, we're going to take a break. I know on the 4th of January, we have girls soccer, Saguaro against Cienega. That's a rivalry match, and we'd love to have you on that one if you're available.
Yeah,
it's a Tuesday night. And then we also have a big boys basketball game. They're going to be taking on Nogales. Nogales is always excellent. They have a legendary coach.
A few years ago, they took us out of
state
playoffs.
Title.
Yeah.
Yep. They won a state title that year as well. So doubleheader on the 4th. We haven't done 2 events simultaneously, so we're excited about. We got some new old hardware from my colleague Rich Booth over at Empire High School, and we're going to simulcast. We'll do the girls soccer match on the 4th of January, and we'll do the boys basketball game the same night. So we'll bring you 2 events for the price of 1 on Bobcat TV.
There's a lot to look forward to after winter break, huh?
Yes, there's a lot to look forward to. Right back in the swing of things, but we need a break. Poor Mr. Irvin, we're just kind of like exhausted. And we've got nothing on the docket today other than Fortnite for me personally. And I love the new Spider-Man web slingers.
Oh, yeah.
The animation is just terrific. And
just relaxing.
Yeah, I mean, I may have to do some dishwashing, but that's about it. I think our laundry's done. We hosted a party yesterday, so whenever you host a party, we go into full cleaning mode.
Yeah.
So it's a great motivator to make sure our house is immaculate. So the laundry's done, the house is spotless, the backyard's clean. We had a nice roaring fire last night, which is great. It makes me feel like part of the holidays too.
Yeah, so. I guess my family's just not as motivated as you are. We just hired the cleaning lady, and
that's good.
Left it up to them, and
that is good.
Looking forward to our Christmas party as well, and yeah, it's Christmas time.
I think one thing I might do today is hang up some Christmas lights outside because I'm slow here this year.
Yeah, you got to get into the Christmas spirit.
We have 7 days left before Christmas, so and then once I hang the lights, they may remain hung for months.
Yeah.
Because I like it. This makes me happy to see the lights on my house.
After Christmas, my Christmas tree probably stays up for a bit of time as well.
The tree comes down.
I don't know whether it's because we're lazy or whether it's we're just that much Christmas spirited.
Our tree might make it to January 1st, maybe. But a lot of times we'll take that tree down like soon, shortly after.
Yeah.
It's all for me. It's all the lead up to it. Just like soccer, there's always a lead up to the goal, right? There's a great build up to it, all the anticipation, the expectations of Christmas, and then Christmas is there and gone. And then it's just like, a lot of people returning their presents on the 26th
Yeah.
and back into normal mode. So, all
But,
right, we should take a little break. Why don't we take a break for about 5 minutes here? And we'll be back in about 5 right here on Bobcat TV. Jason Miller, Stetson Milligan. Again, the crew here tonight. Nick Irvin is the director. We have Hunter Alexander, our technical director. We have Ashton Pollitt, who's here, who might be part of Bobcat TV. He's shadowing me for his shadowing hours for SCP. And then who else do we have? Is that it? Adriel and Isla Miller, my munchkins. So we'll come back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
And before the break,
Go ahead.
Jordan Moreno, he gives a little message saying he'll be back soon, boys. And again, prayers going out to him, and hope to see him soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great message. All right, we'll take a break. Back in 5 right here on Bobcat TV. All right, back for the second half of action. We're deadlocked at 2 between the Red Wolves of Walden Grove and the Bobcats of Cienega High School. Cats now going left to right, all in blue.
Right off the bat, getting a look at their counterattack, and you see Aaron with the wrist tape now. I think he might have got a cut in his hand or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we thought, right? There was a little bit of blood, so an open cut. You can't have that. So he's got it taped up. A little bit of trainer's tape there on his left. But another nice feed by Enrique Muro. So he's been really solid as a passer on that right wing for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about it now. Did we get a glance at Ethan Brown against Ironwood? Was he playing?
I thought we did. You don't remember?
Maybe we did. I just
Flanagan with the left and a lot of traffic there. A couple of defenders from Walden Grove, and it's good to see Alec Gomez back there. Also, Sean Dubois, so helping out defensively there for the Red Wolves.
Yeah, Walden lucky to get into the break at 2-2 after should have been 3-2 by Josh Flanagan, but Gomez putting his body on the line.
Plus there was that beautiful cross that went right in front of the crossbar.
Yeah.
And you could have whistled and maybe guided the ball in.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunities for goals there.
It's nice center. Good header by Aaron Hernandez. And it's wide near side. So Hernandez is great with the head, right? We've seen like him aerially here, getting some nice touches.
Yeah, one of the taller people on the field, and he knows that he's going to play it to his advantage and trying to get his head on it when he can.
Oh, there are some trains now rolling through, and those do have the graffiti. So
yeah, it's going a different way now. I think the last train was going the other way, and now this train is going.
This one's going east. The other one was going westbound. But I don't know. I think you're right. I mean, I don't remember seeing Ethan Brown like too much. I know him as a cross-country runner and as a high-level academic student as well. So I had him as a freshman, different level academically, I would say. Great effort there by Josh Flanagan running that one down.
Yeah, definitely one of the more smarter people I know. He's got to be ranked pretty high
he's
in
probably
class.
Yes, very high in the class of 2022. There's no doubt.
And he definitely has a motor on him. He can run for days. So.
Yeah, yes. So great to have there. He could make those runs all along the sideline. So stamina not a concern for him. Although different kind of running, right? The cross country, you're kind of pacing it over distance. Here you've got the burst where you've got to go full out, full speed. And you see Miranda there being jostled, and there's a foul against the Cat defender.
Let's see if Miranda can get a bit more involved. He did well for his team in the first half, and then towards the last 15 minutes he kind of died out. And he knows when it goes through him, he's gonna have the chance to get some goals and help his team win. But I want to see if he gets more involved this half again.
Good hustle there by Enrique Muro to take that ball from Andrew Borchers. Now the Cats playing it back forward here. Arturo Llamas looks up here. Nice little chip.
It's a good ball, Avon.
Very close. So a great idea by Arturo. And a good chance there for Avon Akins. But coming off his line, Alonzo Duran. Now the punt here by the sophomore goalkeeper from Walden Grove.
Hey, you get another glance at the lack of communication there. There's 3 people going to one ball and...
Right, a couple guys going to the same place.
Yeah, just a simple word or two would fix that problem, but
it's a little bit of hand checking and jostling, but that's part of the game for sure. Nothing egregious on either side. Again, very clean, high-level match here being played. Did talk to Nick Irvin at halftime. He thought that the call against the goalkeeper, J.C. Velasco, coming off his line for the PK, it's like, come on, that's really
yeah, it's a bit
touchy.
If we had the officials from last game, not saying the officials were bad, but I don't think they would have called that one, do you think?
No, I don't think so. So we'll see how that factors into the result here today. Nice center. Good cross to the far side here, making a run. Ethan Brown tries with his left foot and takes a tumble over the end line. Good to see. We saw Isaac Parks taking photos here. He's one of Chance Calger's and Tim Nichols' star photographers, kind of like Peter Parker.
Yeah.
You always see him out someplace. And I think I saw him yesterday, and I was like, oh, the boys are playing at noon tomorrow. That might be a great chance to get some yearbook photos. You'll have some daylight shots. The lighting will be different than what you're going to get normally. Plus, it's not freezing. Plus, your finals are done. So Isaac Parks, I give him a lot of credit for coming out here and taking some pictures where the rest of his classmates are just kicking it today. Turiyamas trying to thread that one forward. Cleared by the Red Wolf defender.
Last game, you talked to Eros after the game, and he expressed his concerns about his center backs getting a bit drawn out and being a bit too high, but I think this game they've done a better job of staying together and going up when they need to go up and dropping back when they need to drop back.
Yeah, he wasn't pleased with the, I mean, now you're going to talk to a coach, and you're always going to get coach talk, which I love.
Yeah.
And they're going to scrutinize the mistakes that they made. I look at the result, I'm like, oh, 3-0, that's a great win. Well, he's like, I'm sure he wanted more, and especially in the second half, right? So.
Yeah, he was like, he specifically said he focuses on the negatives, which isn't technically a bad thing because that's how you grow as a player and a coach and as a team. So.
Yep, that's his mindset. He's like, we learn from mistakes. That's how we grow as people, and that's how we improve. And we try to avoid repeating mistakes. So it's all part of the process. I just love that philosophy. He's got such a long-term kind of view on everything, player development, and not just player development, but developing people. Here's Miranda in space, and there's a tackle, and it'll be against.
It's another PK.
Is it inside the box?
Yeah, you give Miranda a chance, he's going to take it. That's the second time he's gotten in the box. And like I said, if you feel the contact, you're going to do what you can to make it seem like a foul, and the officials are talking.
So Dean Wilson.
Oh, it's a bit outside.
So right just on the edge there of the box, right? I wasn't sure exactly, but it's, just inches outside.
I think Cienega gets a bit lucky there because from my point of view, that looked inside, and it looked to be another PK, but.
Now, is this a direct kick here for Miranda?
Yes.
So he'll be taking a shot or trying to serve it here.
Taking it quick.
Oh, good volley there, but it's too high. So Jared Garcia on the volley. The feed was from Joseph Miranda, but it clears in a goal kick.
Yeah, the Bobcat's getting a bit lucky there. I think in the back of the referee's mind, he remembered the call he made in the first half for the PK, and he might have to be giving one back there to Cienega for the keeper coming off the line call.
Right, you hope that things just kind of resolve themselves.
Yeah.
Fair is fair, so we want the match to be played fairly. And again, it was a close call on that PK. But
we don't have the technology to see that close.
Right, which we were joking about last match too, with that video assisted replay that we're seeing at the high levels now in professional soccer and football, and maybe that will filter down to the high school level at some point. Who knows? The girls are playing at Walden Grove as well. I'm not sure if I've got my phone on. I probably left my phone in my car, actually. I'm the worst.
I would like to see Nathaniel Scales play short here. You have numbers, but he takes it long and.
Easy chance for the keeper.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. He should play short and try and build up, because there you're just giving the ball back to their team, and now you're having to defend again. But
Right, and their defense was all in position, all in place.
Yeah. But it does well to win the ball back, and now they get to get organized and reset. But I think what's really unique about the Cienega boys soccer team is that if you take a look over at the bench, it's two Arrowses sitting next to each other, and you don't get much. You never really see that in high school, and I think that's really cool. Like the dad sitting right next to his son, and they both get to coach this team together, and that's really unique. And
yeah, I think that's special.
Here you get a look at Josh's pace.
That speed. A good shot, smothered by Alonzo Duran. Good sportsmanship there, getting a hand up by Alec Gomez, the senior defender from Walden Grove. Miranda Joseph in space, number 7. Pair of goals here for the Red Wolves of Walden Grove. Now a nice through ball here. And a good job defensively. Is that 19?
Yeah, I think it's Dylan.
So 19 is Jacob Westbury. Is that 18? Hard to see the numbers, those copper numbers. So 18. I don't have 18 listed on my roster. We'll try to figure out.
Yeah, I think you don't have that number listed, but I think that's Dylan Brown.
Okay, so Dylan Brown
From the looks of him, yeah.
is 18. Okay.
And I know Dylan Brown a bit personally, and just thought I'd throw it out there that he's really into style like I am. And if you ever see him around campus, just give him a quick peek, and he's probably wearing some nice clothes. He's a real fashion-oriented guy.
Among many on campus.
Yeah.
You see a lot of fashionistas, boys and girls.
It's funny how the style has changed over the years.
It is funny. It's
The thrifted look is definitely making its peak right now.
what look?
The thrifted look.
What is that?
Like clothes from like thrift stores.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's becoming a thing again.
Okay. The thrifted look.
You've never seen like
Mr. Aubrey has the thrifted look, but he's dripping in gold.
Yeah, Aubrey's definitely
It's different level.
yeah, different level of drip, as we call it.
Gold chains, LeBron James sneakers,
Glasses, sunglasses.
sunglasses, hat. You know, always stylish. But I know he definitely is thrifting. So, I think he was ahead of the curve.
Yeah. Maybe he's the one who set the curve.
It's possible. So we've got a sub coming in. That's Jacob Lopez, number 21 from Cienega.
Yeah, so after not getting to play the first few games, he's been getting a lot of minutes, and his size and stature is really
Yeah, he's a big kid
should help
up
him out.
top, right? Big physical player. He's got some good speed and some athleticism and some good touches up there. But yeah, and his stamina I don't think is where it should be yet, because I don't think he's been fully training with the squad here. So as the season progresses, he should be rounding into game shape. But I think as a second half component here, he can bring some energy up top for the Cats. Oh, nice little touch there by Josh Flanagan, just trying to connect with Jacob Lopez.
The energy's kind of died off for both teams here, and
Yeah, it has. Do you think fatigue is a factor here from all the players that are out there?
Yeah. Look, if you look, there's Walden Grove has 6 players back. They're not looking to push numbers up very much, and they're content with this, and they're content with trying to score off the counter. But I think this is a great time for both teams. If they get one opportunity, they're going to take it, and then one team's going to be forced to have to change their mindset a bit.
Here's Flanagan.
It's a great turn.
Oh, good defense there, and a collision between Flanagan and Alec Gomez. Gomez pops right back up.
Hey, Gomez's energy is fantastic.
Yes.
It's second, third time you've seen him put his body on the line. And
that may have been 6 Joseph Itule as well.
yeah, if Walden Grove do getting the result they want, you can definitely look back and thank Gomez for that one, because
Right, that was a very promising chance.
Yeah.
Thwarted, snuffed. Cats at midfield. Dylan Brown, 18.
I would have to say Cienega is doing a better job of connecting this game. The game against Ironwood, they would play a lot of long balls and take shots from distance, and
Counter chance here. Sergio Castaneda starting it off promisingly. Now Miranda trying to thread it through.
well done by Montoya. Now Cienega getting a chance at.
Good counter. And you got Josh Flanagan out in space. Well, he might be the fastest player out on the pitch here. So trying to set it up here on the cross. And the keeper there jumps up to snag that one. Alonzo Duran, very promising look. Who was the cat? Oh, it was Jacob Lopez who was trying to head that one in.
Yeah, and as you're talking about speed, Cienega football team got like trackers this year of their heart rate and speed, and I wish the Cienega boys got that too, to see.
Oh, I didn't know that the boys had that as well. They look like sports bras. That's
Yeah.
the only way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like a bit of a tank top, but it has all those sensors in there to monitor and track. What is it? Heart rates and
Yeah, exactly. And
what else? Distance.
I think it monitors how fast you go too, because I got to look at the Cienega boys, like their top speed, and Gunnar Hernandez. He was the fastest on the team. He got tracked as the fastest, and maybe because he's like 6'2", 6'3", his stride's a bit longer. But
yes.
I'd be interested in seeing Josh Flanagan's speed.
Yeah, on the tracker.
Yeah.
That's data I want to see as well. A bit of a joust there, and I think it's Aaron Hernandez going to be called for the little hand check foul, and now a free kick for Walden Grove. But I would love to see that data. I want to see Flanagan's speed tracked. So if Steve Schween's listening, I'm going to throw that out to Coach Schween. Or Mrs. Schween, sometimes she listens, probably more for football than for soccer. I think everybody's just probably kicking it today.
Yeah.
Might be college football happening. I don't even know what's going on.
College basketball for sure.
Definitely college basketball. Do you know who Arizona's playing today?
They play Cal Baptist at home.
Okay. And do we know what time that match is?
4 p.m. 4
p.m. All right, very good.
And
do we know the channel, the network?
I would guess Pac-12 network, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, actually, the Wildcats are looking very
undefeated, right?
Into form, yeah.
Top 10.
Yeah. And I think
the women's team also undefeated.
Yeah,
also
we're the only team in college athletics right now.
Both the men and women undefeated for basketball.
Correct.
No, it's very promising. So,
but
Tommy Lloyd, the new coach, new regime, and we know that Adia Barnes, the just unbelievable coach for the women.
Yeah, Tommy Lloyd getting his personnel from past years, and
which is Sean Miller's one attribute is his so 1-1 girls. The girls are tied at 1 at Walden Grove. Got that note from Nick Irvin, just throwing the signal out there. So 1-1 the girls at Walden Grove. Sorry, keep going, Stats.
And yeah, that's one attribute you can thank Sean for.
Right, his player. That's a strength. There's a shot. Ooh. Beautiful shot. Josh Flanagan.
Aaron Hernandez jumping on Josh's back because he knows how important that was. Out of nowhere, Josh getting a shot and taking the chance. 7 goals in 3 games.
It's quite a pace.
Or 8. Is it 8? 3, 3, and 2. That's 8 goals in 3 games.
I think 7, right?
No, hat trick against Casa Grande.
Casa Grande hat trick.
A hat trick against.
2.
Oh, it was 2
against Ironwood Ridge.
Correct.
And 2 today. So he's got 7. And he's scoring here, oh gosh, in minute number 56. So the 56th minute, and the time is just dripping off the clock here. It's just going by so quickly for me.
And it's not just, Josh isn't just scoring goals that are tap-ins. He's scoring in fashion. Watching him is...
In fashion, right?
Yeah.
Like, very stylistically. Do we know who had the assist on that one? Because that was definitely assisted.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Aaron because...
Could have been. We'll give it to Aaron.
The link-up with Aaron and Josh has just been fantastic.
Yeah, they're really clicking. There's no doubt about it. Cats reclaim the lead 3-2. And it will be a throw-in here for Dylan Brown. Settling, extra touch. Oh, the left foot off the crossbar. So Flanagan again. We're just smiling and
so
looking at each other. We had the same thoughts.
Yeah, it's hard not to root for someone who's been sitting on 2 goals. He was sitting on 2 goals last game.
Yes.
He wanted the hat trick so bad.
Yes.
And yeah, you kind of rooting for him to get that 3rd goal today because in many ways he deserves it.
It's something special about a hat trick. And we saw there again the full litany of moves and the patience and the poise there to settle, take an extra little touch to free himself, and then uncork with the left foot again. Just blasting that one.
Yeah, he's definitely putting his name out there for future teams that play Cienega. Their scouting report should just be Josh Flanagan, Josh Flanagan, Josh Flanagan.
We've seen a lot of highlights here in 2 matches on Bobcat TV, so he could pull all those videos, files, and I know we can probably pull them off for him in raw form, so he can put that as part of his highlight, his little mixtape, his reel of highlights.
Yeah. Wow. Just anytime we talk about Cienega boys soccer, you're talking about Josh Flanagan.
Correct. Here's Aaron Hernandez, another big player here in the mix. Oh, great effort defensively. Joseph Atuli, the junior, number 6 there, to block that one, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Cats. So the work right there by Aaron Hernandez. Another opportunity on a set piece here on the corner. And it's going to be Enrique Muro, the senior midfielder, taking the corner kick for the Cats. Cats have 2, 4, 5 in the box right now. And maybe Andrew Borchers might creep up there too.
It's a good service.
Flanagan with a header. And it's volleyed up here by the defender from Walden Grove. And Jacob Lopez is going to be called for a foul. So.
Yeah, that's sometimes a problem with Jacob Lopez is his size and stature will just knock people over, and sometimes it comes off as a foul.
He's a wrecking ball, no doubt. Here's Joseph Aranda now working the near sideline. 2 defenders. Well, he left the defenders, but he forgot the ball. But we saw, again, his crafty footwork, too, And now the speed and the energy to come back defensively.
Yeah, you can tell he knows his team is down 3-2 now, and
He's got to up it up a little bit
he
here.
only has 20 minutes to get his team back on track and
push the pace, push the tempo, try to make something happen. Lopez with a shot. It looked good, but it was behind the frame.
But yeah, going back to talking about U of A athletics, so we know about the men's basketball team, very good. They're most of their guys are from or international players,
Yep.
and but the football team, we terrible record this year, but I don't know if you've heard about it, but their recruiting class is actually ranked #1 right now.
What?
Yes, I know. It's insane. I know. When I heard this, I was like, it doesn't even make sense.
I love it. I mean,
but,
that's wonderful to hear.
If later on during this winter break, go do some research on
I will.
it. Like the recruits we're getting this year is insane. It doesn't even make sense to me. like you laugh. I know, but
I'm laughing because it's an early Christmas present.
Because yeah, we got one of the top recruits in the nation yesterday. I think I was looking at it. It's one of the highest. It's the highest recruit we've ever gotten.
Fantastic
For Arizona football. So there's a lot to look forward to.
I love it. That's great.
Arizona.
All right, so I'll be optimistic next year. Well, you see 19 when you put both of your hands on the other player's shoulders, as if you're trying to literally turn them. No, turn this way.
He was trying to reenact Aaron's celebration on Josh a few minutes ago.
Right. So Arturo Aguirre there. It wasn't an awful foul, but it was definitely a penalty. So the Cats here on a free kick. The ball's at their own 45. Again, we're in the second half. The Cats a 3-2 lead. Really crisply played match here on a Saturday afternoon. Nice job there, drifting up and leaping to corral that. Alonzo Duran, the sophomore keeper. Can't miss him with that fluorescent pink jersey that he's got there, the long sleever. And it's long sleeve weather, but it's not sweater weather. It's not jacket weather. It is beautiful, crisp. Feels like the fall.
Yeah.
I guess it's our winter here. It's about it can get a little bit cooler, but this is a perfect day. And not a breeze at all. Like, it's just absolutely perfect weather.
Perfect weather, perfect viewpoint, perfect day, Perfect way to start our winter break.
Yep, absolutely. Aaron Hernandez, middle of the field. Ethan Brown back to Aaron. Aaron, nice little touch there, but it's going to drift wide, and it'll be a throw-in for Walden Grove.
But, yeah, like I said, Cienega picked 2-1 girls soccer, we're saying.
Walden Grove 2-1 over Cienega right now. So Cienega down to Walden Grove for the girls' side 2-1.
But like I was saying, Cienega picked up on the second half. Joseph Miranda here.
Looking to get off. A lot of nifty, crafty work. Now the Cats trying to come back defensively here. Still Miranda. Nice little centering pass.
It's well done by Enrique.
Right, to screen his player.
Yeah.
Enrique Muro, great job defensively.
But Miranda absolutely showcasing his talents there.
Yes.
Making Cienega defenders miss. But like I was saying, Cienega picking up the second half just like they left off the first half, having the ball in Walden Grove's half a lot and keeping the pressure on them. But a great look at Joseph Miranda there. And yeah, anytime he gets on the ball, he's definitely looking to dribble and create chances.
Nice cross there by Miranda, but Velasco again. JC has been just dynamite in nets for the Cats this afternoon. JC Velasco, the senior, he's down below. He's licensed to thrill out there on the field. Quick touch, couple of quick touches. Some jostling there between Logan Moore and you have Arturo Aguirre. They were ensnared with one another, and they're going to call a foul here against Logan. So 16 minutes on the clock here in the second half.
Mid-game, getting messages from David Garcia, the second goalkeeper, not being able to make it today, saying he's loving the commentating by us, Jason Miller, and me.
And my son, Adriel Miller, who's in the middle here trying to, make sign language with me, which
maybe the future of Bobcat TV.
He could be the future of Bobcat TV. You never know, Stetson. We don't know what his future holds, but hopefully something with athletics, and his sister as well. They're both athletic, so I think that's a path for them. but maybe the future for Bobcat TV. His sister might be the future of Bobcat TV. I don't know.
Nah, the sister might be future of USA Gymnastics, as I'm
Yeah, she might be. You saw her doing
getting a look
stunts.
at right now.
You saw her doing stunts pre-match, the cartwheels and the bridge, the spider walking, everything that she does. So we'll see. But I'm excited, right? Like, these kids are going to go out Monday night to Coach Mark Aros's club team and lace up the cleats and just get a little workout there and see if it's something they want to be involved with.
Aaron Hernandez doing well.
Yeah, he's done great work. He really has. His effort, the energy level, physical presence out there. Certainly has an offensive mindset, and he's just really facilitating the offense as well as scoring goals here for this Bobcat team in this early going in their season.
Yeah, like I said in the interview last game with Aaron Hernandez, I talked about him having a different role on this team than he's had in years past. He's a senior and he has to step up, and he knows that.
Yep.
And so scoring goals is one of those many duties he has now.
Flanagan, great effort just to try to keep that ball in bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Walden Grove. Minute number 65. Bobcats up 3-2. And I heard that both the boys and girls basketball teams from Cienega won last night. So the boys at home won by 40 over Douglas. The girls won by 5 on the road at Douglas. So I'm sure that was a fun, spirited bus ride back. They're always fun when you win.
Yeah.
They're always quiet when you lose.
And this has got to be one of the best girls basketball records we've had in a while.
It's been quite a time, no doubt about it.
We have some good personnel. Ariana Swanson.
Yep, she's the leader of that team.
Kaylee Etchert.
Vanessa Kelly.
Her
little sister Mia Kelly.
So there's a lot to look forward to for
Aubrey Gonzalez, Taylor Hitchcock,
sports.
Jalen Brown.
Exactly.
She's nursing a little injury with her knee, so hopefully it's not serious for her. But they are a deep squad. They play very clean. Boys and girls, they play very clean, just like the girls and boys soccer play very clean football. The basketball teams, they play very clean basketball. A lot of passing, a lot of movement. Everybody's contributing, very positive. So we're excited about all the winter programs here. And I haven't seen the wrestlers yet, but we've got them on the docket in mid-January. So I think they're playing against Empire, and that's a match I'm looking forward to watching. Here's a shot from outside, off the crossbar. Ooh. And deflected wide on the outside. Velasco was right there.
Yeah, JC knows.
He was tracking. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
JC knows his post had his back there. He's definitely thinking the post right behind him for that one. Because I don't think he thought that was anywhere near the goal, and then he heard it hit the woodwork, and then his mind really changed on.
Yep, it clanged on the upper right corner of the post, just on the outside of the post, and deflected out of bounds. Got 12.5 minutes left here on the clock. Oh, there's a turnover.
Giveaway.
Dangerous ball now in space. Miranda had it poached away. Good defensive move there by the Cat defender.
Miranda knowing he should have done better there, punching the ground.
Right. Yep, that was a great opportunity. Nathaniel Scales on defense there, stopping that. And now Enrique Muro on the wing, trying to cross that one, deflected by the Red Wolf defender. Aaron Hernandez, ball at his feet, just poaches it forward, and now it's blasted there by the defender. And we're going to have a card, I think, here. And we do. So we've got a yellow here.
Yeah, Aaron Hernandez definitely thinks differently about that one. He's questioning, he's pointing at himself, saying, me? Foul?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
It's a bit softer than other fouls, but referee makes his decision there. And
so 68th minute. So we've got 2 yellows. Aaron Hernandez has 1. Avon Akins in the 7th minute, the other yellow here.
Yeah, and I think with 11 minutes left to go, Cienega's looking to close out this game. You're up 3-2, and you're thinking you have to win this game. It would be a big win on your resume.
Nice pass by Hernandez. Flanagan! Flanagan cleaning it up. There's a hat trick.
There you go. Celebrate, son. That's it's well deserved. Pointing to the sky, saying, "Thank God." 3 goals.
I had to throw my hat up there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to lose it, though, so I had to snag it right away. But there's the hat trick for Flanagan.
But finally, it's well deserved.
Minute number 68.
Mark Arrows coaching Avon right now, telling him, both the Arrows is talking to Avon and Josh, saying they might do a formation change now that they're up 4-2. They might sit a bit more in and
clamp it down defensively.
Yes, exactly. That was a very important goal for Cienega right there.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, that makes a huge difference. It's a huge difference to go from 1 up to 2 up, and especially the clock a factor here. So just under 11 minutes on the clock left in the match.
But for many, that might look like an easy goal for Josh Flanagan, but that is not an easy goal. He worked to get into that position to get his body shape right, and then to tap it in like that to finish off this game. Well, 10 minutes left to go. It's up 4-2. That might be the nail in the coffin, but
and 8 goals on the season, the early season here for Josh Flanagan.
Wow.
Very impressive pace. I'm sure that puts him among the leaders in 5A for the state. He's certainly in that mix. But a whole team effort, we're seeing it here. Very crisply played. Defense has been very tight, winning balls at the midfield, and then connecting again and continuing to, put offensive attacks or forays into Walden Grove's defense. So they're not pumping the brakes here. They're still putting the pedal to the metal, full throttle.
Yeah, definitely. And when the ball's on the pitch, for sure you're gonna put the pedal to the metal. But anytime you see the ball go out of bounds, you should look to see Cienega take their time and not rush much, because time management does become a factor here in the closing minutes of the game.
And that ball just rolls out wide. It'll be a Bobcat throw-in.
But yeah, definitely the Aaron and Josh and Avon, that little trio is definitely coming together well. And if you're Mark Arrows, you have to be pleased with the performance today. You haven't seen much bad.
Right. It'll be interesting, right? We definitely want to talk to players post. Josh Flanagan, of course. Flanagan to Hernandez. Hernandez, extra step there to the pass. Jacob Westbury now. Threading a pass forward to Flanagan. Flanagan in space. And a blast, point blank.
No, he's
like a boss.
He's just walking back.
Strutting.
He knows.
Wow. So Westbury with the assist. Flanagan with goal number 4.
He's not even saying anything. He's done his job. He's done his job today. Wow.
Just businesslike. Almost defiantly, just strutting back here. Josh Flanagan with 4 goals. The assist was Jacob Westbury.
Yeah, Walden's defeated. There's not much they can do more. Josh is just absolutely picking Walden Grove apart.
Minute number 71. Flanagan's 4th. Well, again, I wanted to be here, and now I'm so glad that we made it here today. This was special to see on this Saturday, on the 18th of December. Here's a takeaway from Walden Grove, Sergio Castaneda. But then very quickly, a couple of Cat defenders working back. Westbury coming back there to help. Got tangled there. Now a call. Be careful. So nice to not have any extra jostling there. We just want to keep things clean.
Yeah, Nathaniel Scales is just
settling it down.
Making sure Westbury's being smart. They're up 5-2. There's no reason to lose your composure. You've been composed all game. But a few minutes ago, I said the Avon, the Josh, and the Aaron, that little group of 3. It wouldn't be fair to me to not add Westbury into there.
Yes.
Because you got a great look at that last goal, all 4 of them being a part of that goal, and
I would imagine that Josh Flanagan's club coach, Mark Biaggi of the Vale Soccer Club, I would imagine he would be here, but he's probably coaching somewhere today.
Oh yeah, he's always coaching.
Saturdays.
If it's not in Tucson, it's in Phoenix.
Yes.
If it's not in Phoenix, it's in a different state. He's always a very busy guy.
But he and Bill Biaggi, I'm sure, are very proud of their players, seeing them at the high school level contribute all those years from the very youngest levels all the way up through their club programs.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And Josh Flanagan, one of Mark Biaggi's star
pupils,
people that
proteges.
He's single-handedly put together.
Yes.
Josh Flanagan has been with Vale Soccer Club since he started playing soccer. So
back to Flanagan, another little pass there, tried to, intercepted by the defender. I think it was Joseph Itule, and now cleared here by Walden Grove.
So you're getting a great look at I keep saying great glance at Cienega and how they've been put together this season. And so they played probably the best team in 5A, the reigning state champions.
Right, South Point Catholic.
And they didn't get the result, but now they played the runner-up in state from last year, and they put up 5 goals. And so
right,
you're getting a look at how they're matching up. And if they keep going this way and keep growing as a team, not only can the girls be a state
factor
contender, but now you're starting to think the boys a bit.
Yes.
From their results and from their playing style.
Yes.
Your opinion on this team might change.
In my opinion, has changed significantly in a week's worth of time. I'm watching them play twice. Very impressive. So I think this is a team that can not only have and collect a high seed in the tournament, but can make a deep run in February in the 5A state tournament. And we think that about the girls as well. They're struggling at Walden Grove, down 2-1 right now. We'll try to update you on that score. We've got 5:40 on the clock here. And I think that 5th goal, Stetson, was a demoralizer.
Yeah.
We see the energy here, the body language changing with that 5th goal that went through. And again, Flanagan just strutting like a boss after that one.
Oh, yeah, just not saying anything to anybody, not looking at anybody, just walking back.
And that says a lot.
It says a lot about your confidence. That says a lot about your performance today. He knows in the back of his head he's done his job today.
Everybody here knows.
Yeah.
The players on the field know, his opponents and his teammates, the fans, and we know this as well. Yes, that was just, again, like a boss, just walking back like that. So a free kick here for the Cats. It's number 2, Logan Moore.
Yeah, last week we saw Moore with a great shot from distance, and so...
You're expecting a shot here from Logan?
Yeah, I definitely think he's lining this one up to take a hit at it. There's 4 on the wall for Walden, and
a little bit too strong, but he's trying to go upper right post or upper right corner on that one, it looked like.
Yeah, Avon Aiken just put his hands up in the air like it's good, like a field goal.
Yeah, so it went through the football goal post.
So yeah, Moore could have done better there, but when you're up 5-2, you can. It's not a time to be joking full, but Avon definitely is giving Moore a little bit of
good-natured ribbing.
Yeah, come on.
It's part of it. It's all part of it.
It's part of the game.
Flanagan there, settling that with his left foot. And he might be looking here.
Oh.
Good defense there by the Red Wolf defender to clear that one away. And a goal kick here for Walden Grove. So just 3:50 on the clock. But we will make our way down to the fields. And we'll have you talk to Josh Flanagan again.
Okay.
Not just a hat trick.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a hat trick +1. I would be curious to know what was going through your mind when you scored that 4th goal, because you weren't really celebrating. You're just kind of walking back to your position. Ask him about that.
Like the confidence.
The confidence.
The confidence to score the goal and then to just absolutely strut like that.
Here's Joseph Miranda. And a good takeaway there by Nathaniel Scales. So solid defensively for Cienega. And now a run here to Mr. Flanagan. It's so dangerous. The right foot, and it just trickles wide left. Kind of like a golf putt, right? You were watching it, tracking it. It was so close. Again, off by, a couple of inches.
You get the right turf beats to go your way right there, and
well,
that's in.
You came in here on a Super Saturday, and you've been treated to a dazzling array of footwork and blasts by the Super Senior number 10, Josh Flanagan. It was the Josh Flanagan show this afternoon for Cienega.
Yeah, most definitely. I love to see when players have performances like that. It's a great boost to their confidence, and as a goal scorer, you're going to go through droughts, and you're going to go through times of scoring many goals, and times like this is times you should enjoy and cherish, because there's not many times you're going to score 4 goals in a football match.
No.
You know? So if you're him, you're taking this in and you're enjoying every bit of it.
This will be a memory for him, a life memory, I would imagine, right? I imagine you don't forget these big performances.
Exactly.
Remember that day game we played on a Saturday when we finished final exams the day before? Yes, I remember. It was like perfect weather. Yes. So 2 minutes left on the clock here. The clock continues to run. And another direct kick Can't see who that cat is.
If I think it's Logan Moore. If you're Logan Moore, you're looking for a service here. I don't think you should take a shot.
Okay.
See what he does, though.
Try to connect with somebody with a header, but he's going for it.
I did it again.
There's another one that clears everything.
All the guys are just, oh, come on. You gotta do better there.
And I think at this point, with 90 seconds left here, just trying to just run this out.
Yeah, if you're Walden, you're just trying not to concede again, trying to get out of here. But you can't discard the fact that Walden has played very well today, minus the goals they've conceded. Joseph Hernandez has done absolutely amazing when he gets on the ball.
Yes, he was very very impressive here.
And he's only a junior,
right?
So
and now and I'll say this too as we watch Miranda here. Let's watch him in space, and lost the ball. Now this Walden Grove team, they lost a lot of seniors to graduation from last year. So that team that was great, that made their great run through the playoffs and ran into the South Point Catholic Lancer brick wall in the title match. They're missing a lot of those seniors who graduated. So not, full strength what we saw last year. And all programs deal with that, losing seniors to graduation. But this is a really talented team. Again, well coached. Ryan Atkinson, an elite coach in Arizona, no doubt about it. So this Walden Grove team will be a factor. They will learn and build and develop and grow from this. And again, they're missing they're missing a couple players here today, Stetson. So I should have mentioned this. I did not mention this, but I will in a moment here. We'll see how this shakes out. Shot was deflected, and the follow-up was errant, near side and high. They were also missing Alan Garcia, their sophomore midfielder, a starter, number 8. They're also missing a striker, a senior, number 10, Brendan Ramos. And they're also missing Andres Yebra, their sophomore, number 20. So they're missing 3 players here. I'm not sure why they didn't make the trip here today. I don't think it was injuries, but they were missing a couple of their players. And so not exactly full strength, but.
Yeah, so if later in the season they get another matchup against Cienega, you definitely, you know it's going to be a tight game either way. So, yeah, there's a lot to look forward to for both teams, and just glad to be here. It was fun.
It was so much fun to be here. And we see Tamla Price, one of our great English teachers at Cienega. She's also running ticket taker, I guess, today here and dropping off some free cookies, which is very sweet. So one of the nicest people that you'll meet, and a great English teacher in our department here at Cienega High School. But a great win. So Merry Christmas, Tam. It's always great to see her. Josh Flanagan with 4 goals here today, and Joseph Miranda with a pair of goals. And Aaron Hernandez also won on an assist by Enrique Muro. Flanagan's last goal assisted by Jacob Westbury, but it was Flanagan with 4, Aaron Hernandez scoring a goal, and then Joseph Miranda scoring both goals for Walden Grove. But Josh Flanagan just stood out.
Yeah, so before the game, we knew there was going to be star players, and then we knew there was going to be a lot of chances to get on the score sheet today, and that's exactly what we got. And
you predicted it. What you predicted was exactly what we saw out here.
So, well done by both teams, and Mark Arrows definitely has a lot to look forward to for his club going forward.
So they're 3-1 now, are the Bobcats of Cienega High School. So moving forward in the right direction here. And again, we wish them the best of luck in their holiday tournament that they're going to be playing at. And we wish Walden Grove and Ryan Atkinson and his players and Joseph Miranda, who was great here this afternoon. And I thought their goalkeeper, Alonzo Duran, was very good as well. So he was under a lot of pressure here today. And you might look at the score and say, well, he gave up 5 goals. Yeah, but those chances were like point blank, like deadly approaches. So there's not much that even the world-class keepers could do against those. So I thought Duran was great in the nets for Walden Grove. So we'll head down to the field to get some post-game interviews. You can't talk on this. Okay, so you say hi. You can say hi to everybody, I suppose.
Go Cats!
Getting a look at Jason Miller's daughter here, but it's been a great first semester for Bobcat TV.
Yes.
And and so it was a great wrap to their first semester with a Cienega team win, and yeah, it's been a long one, but it's definitely been a fun one. There's been a lot of good results by every sports team you've covered.
I agree. It's been a pleasure for us, on behalf of the entire Bobcat TV crew. So Nick Irvin, our director, and Hunter Alexander, our technical director here today, who also ran camera. Ashton Pollitt, who I'm bringing into Bobcat TV, my shadow. you, Stetson Milligan, on color commentary. And then, for me, Jason Miller, it's been a real pleasure to cover all the sports here in the fall, now in the winter. And we just want to wish you the best. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. But stay tuned. We're going to go down on the field for some post-game interviews, and then we'll wrap it from down there.
Stetson Milligan here with Josh Flanagan and JC Velasco. A big win for Cienega today.
Yes, sir.
Against the state runners-up last year. 5-2.
5-2.
How many goals did you have?
4.
Okay, there it is. But so 4 big goals for you today. And how are you feeling with your family here? Big crowd, everyone watching, and a big win against a good team.
It feels good. My family was able to come out. They haven't been able to see any games yet, but they caught one, so I'm glad I could perform for them. The team stayed solid throughout, and we got the win. That's all that matters.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 goals. I was glad you got the hat trick, and then you banged in a 4th one. What was going through your mind during that goal?
Honestly, nothing. I was just thinking, just put the ball in the net, just get another goal.
Yeah, and so on your celebration, you kind of just turned around and walked back, and you look like you did your job today. How did that feel?
It feels good that I was able to benefit the team to get another win and go on Christmas break and relax now.
And JC Velasco here, big game for you.
Yes, sir.
You had on the PK, you had a good save on the first one, and then it got called back. What were you thinking?
Well, I mean, the first one, I knew it was going to be a good PK, but I read his hips. I saw it just straight at me, blocked it. It went off. I saw him coming up to me, and then I just blocked it again with my leg, and then it came out, and then I just got it. Second one, I mean, could have done better. I mean, it was hard, 2 PKs, but yeah.
Yeah, other than that, you played fantastic with your feet, with your hands. They had chances, and you shut them all down. So what do you think the key components are for your team and going forward?
Just coming together as a team. I think, we've definitely become closer, being more dynamic, passing the ball, getting open. But, yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, I'm glad talking to you guys, and I can't wait to come back from winter break and watch you guys again.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what a delight. Matinee on a Saturday afternoon.
It's beautiful out.
Day after finals. It's a perfect weather day, but boy, your team is really clicking here. Tell us your thoughts and insights from today's match.
Again, I thought we continued to work. Again, sloppy at times. Again, like that, they were a decent team. They were able to play. I know they have a couple special players on their team. We were kind of able to shut them down, even though the one kid got 2 goals. But again, like I said, they just keep working, keep grinding it out, keep battling. We didn't get disorganized. We were still pretty organized today. It was pretty decent on our part, I thought. Still could be better, always want to be better. But, yeah, it was decent. I liked it. It was good.
Well, Joseph Miranda is a special player, but Josh Flanagan's a special player. So to put 4 goals here today, can you tell me about what he means to this team?
We flow. If Josh doesn't score, we're probably not going to win many games. Josh has got to get at least 2 goals every game to keep us competitive. That's not saying anything bad about the other players, but just his creativity on the ball, his getting forward, getting onto goal, his speed. He even creates other chances for other people, stuff like that. So if he's not having a very good game, which I thought his first half was a little off for Josh's side, we're not going to be able to win or progress or do anything like that. So it's basically flow off Josh, if that makes sense.
JC Velasco, your other senior goalkeeper, was beautiful today here as well. How would you rate his performance as your netminder?
I think it was excellent. He was hurt actually last week. He hurt his hand in I think it was the South Point game. I think he hurt his hand. So we were a little worried about it, so we kept the JV keeper up, Dean. But he played well. Again, he's got a lot of athleticism. He reads the game pretty well. As you said, he read that PK pretty well, made the save on it. Really unlucky what happened, how they had a retake. It is what it is, the game. But, yeah, no, JC's doing extremely well back there.
Well, this is just a great win. So you improved to 3-1. What's next here? Are you guys playing in a tournament over the holiday break?
No, we're not.
2 weeks off.
2 weeks off, but we're going to still train. Because got to train. That's it. We'll keep everybody motivated. We have some little fun things going on with the team, kind of team building stuff. That's about it. Yeah, we'll just keep training, keep working.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, this is great. So the boys are taking 2 weeks off. Bobcat TV's taking 2 weeks off. I want to thank our whole crew, Nick Irvin, our director, Hunter Alexander, our technical director, Ashton Pollitt, who is now part of Bobcat TV. You're part of this now. And Stetson Milligan, our color analyst, who is just beautiful as an analyst. So, and then Adriel and Isla Miller, my kiddos. So for the whole crew, we just want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time right here on Bobcat TV. Have a great holiday, everybody. Peace.